We're so back, baby. We got the China deal. It's happening. Hydrate. Markets so far not rallying particularly hard. Well, crypto markets aren't, we're just screwed all the time. Stock markets, on the other hand, do like the news. Stocks. Anyway, let's get into the news today. We got big news on the trade front, on the treasury company front, Bitcoin, Solana. We got some charts for some meme coins and stuff. It's going to be a good time. And today is our last stream, probably for the rest of the summer. Might not have any more streams until September. We'll see. We'll see. Might do the occasional one, but yeah. It's one of the few channels. Other people don't start the live stream on time. Animals. It's craziness. Anyway, look, we'll see how the internet goes over the summer, but let's just say it's the last live stream for a while. So I'm gonna miss you guys when we're gone. Of course, we'll still be having all kinds of great videos throughout the summer, just not live streams. Hotel Wi-Fi. What are you gonna do? Anyway, let's get into it, guys. Answer your question second half of the stream. Stick around. So, President El Trumpo, he says he signed a trade deal with China yesterday. There has been no announcement of this deal, though. Interesting. The Chinese says it confirms trade framework details with the USA. So, looks like things are about to happen. Great. Good stuff. Stocks are looking fine. They're up 0.2% today. The NASDAQ hit a new all-time high the other day. The S&P 500 hit a new all-time high yesterday. This is a new high. If futures keep up like this, today we'll put in another new high. Stocks, man. It's the place to be, isn't it? Stocks ripping higher means crypto might trend higher. Stocks inching lower means crypto falls off a cliff. Scam industry. Warning. You're running out of it is what it is. Are you sure you want to continue? Amazing. The vibe right now. Hey, buy crypto stock. Oh, you're so sweet. Buy altcoins. Hello, human resources. So true, though. Man, it's been wild, actually, to watch. I mean, my Coinbase stock's going to the moon. Only 200% more to go, which is a long way to go. That's another $100 billion of market cap. But when that happens, I am selling my Coinbase stocks and riding off into the sunset, man. Be beautiful. Put it all into dividend stocks. Relax. Buy it again next bear market. I tell you what, guys. It might be, I think we are a long way away from a bear market. I know sentiment's been rough recently. If you're holding altcoins, you are in a bear market. I get it. It's been just nonstop getting kicked in the balls, man. Streams out for summer. Oh, what's the Dazed and Confused, man? That was a good movie. Good. The movie of my youth. Nothing like watching a movie about summer vacation and slamming beers and lighting up a enhanced cigarette. Anyway, guys, it's been absolutely nuts. Coinbase new all-time highs. Okay, Bitcoin not new all-time highs in a few days now. Okay, so maybe 2 weeks or something like that. It's fine. Bitcoin will go back up to new all-time highs soon enough. ETH still 50% under all-time highs. Solana 50% under all-time highs, but at least Solana did have a new all-time high this year. It's got that going for it. Okay, it had a new high this cycle. Unlike Ethereum and quite a few other coins, the retail money is definitely in the market right now. They just ain't buying altcoins. Okay, what are they buying? Okay. You got no weed? Be cooler if you did. Yeah. Matthew McConaughey in that movie, man's classic. Anyway, we're getting distracted here, guys, talking about movies. The game has been, look at Circle, 10x, clean 10x for IPO investors, clean 5x for day one apers, hour one apers. Absolutely crazy stuff. Lark must be leaving. He emptied his DMs. It's true. It's true. Retail has been buying stocks. Retail's been buying Palantir, and they got a 10x on it in the last year. Retail's been buying Circle. They've been buying Coinbase. They've been buying Rocket Labs, Tesla. I get it. I get it, man. Stocks are very attractive. There's a lot less scammy bullshit happening in the stock industry. And yes, it's also a needle in a haystack. It's not as simple. Look at the Russell 5000. How many companies are doing nothing? Okay. You still have to be very selective, but there's been some big names that have put in some big gains and it's attracted a lot of attention. Okay. Juicy Waffles, $1,000. That's my sell order. I have a sell order in right now for $1,000 on coin. Just going to leave that in there. Hope it hits one day. And then when it does, put it all on dividend stocks. That's retirement level money right there. But anyway, probably won't retire then, but it's going to be good if it happens. Anyway, so that's the point. Let's continue. Guys, if you are trading these wild crypto markets, you're not giving up. Screw the retail guys who are saying, there's no money left in the crypto markets. There is money left in the crypto markets. Plenty of money made in crypto markets, and there's been a lot of money made in the crypto markets. But you have to be more selective with your altcoins and stuff like that. Anyway, one of the things that has been very true about this market cycle is this is a trader's market, man. Volatility has been absolutely bonkers crazy. The best way to be in these markets recently, besides being like a trench warrior and getting slaughtered all the time, is just to be a trader and just be trading the markets. You know, holding spot altcoin bags has been pretty tough. And it's not to say you can't, I do, but be selective. But trading the markets, that's been where the real money has been made this cycle. Not marrying anything, trading the charts. If you want a great place to do that, it's Bitunix. Guys, I've been doing most of my trading these days. If you want to join me, you'll get a $2,000 trading bonus. Well, up to, the more you trade, the more likely you are to get the higher bonus levels, right? But you're also going to get some insane deposit bonuses. And listen to this. You deposit $1,000, get 200 back. You deposit $2,000, get $400 back in your account. That's crazy stuff, man. Plus, we're giving away $1,000 today. Let's go. Let's go. So we have 206 people eligible for today's $1,000 giveaway. Thanks to the guys over at Bitunix. If you're not on Bitunix yet, by the way, no KYC, no VPN. Available to anyone, anywhere, and you're anyone, anywhere. You're somebody, but you're, somebody somewhere, and that's you. You can trade up there, link down below. Check it out. It's great. You'll love it. So, Grok, help us choose two winners. Two people, of course, we're excluding deposits under $20. 95 and 162, just to stop people from trying to game the airdrop here. 95, 162. 162, there we go. Let's make sure that's the right one. It's 162, right? Yeah, 95, 162. So this guy, user number 414741147, put $149 in, getting your $20 back for your deposit bonus. Plus, you get an extra $500 on top of that. Congratulations. Use it wisely. Fantastic stuff. Of course, you have to go and claim that later in your My Rewards Center. So go and do that. The guys will put it in there in a few hours. Again, we're using a real spreadsheet here. It's all done manually. So check tomorrow. It'll be in your My Rewards Center. You have to check your user ID as well, because of course we're not using email address and we preserve people's privacy here. Okay. Second one was 95. Number 95. Let's go. Right here. Oh, another one. Look at this. Dude put in $123. There you go. $500 coming your way. Congratulations. Nice. Two good winners today. Fantastic stuff. Love to see it. Congratulations to the winners. And thanks to Bitunix for sponsoring all of the great giveaways over the month of June. I'm sure we'll be doing it again very soon in the future. So stay tuned, guys. Awesome stuff. The price of Bitcoin currently hanging out right here in this sort of 106, 107 zone. We do have a positive momentum here on the MACD. Okay, we hit a bull cross 2 days ago for the MACD. The trouble now is, can we get up to 109, which is where this downtrend line comes in at? That's a very logical spot for rejection. I wouldn't be shocked to see a retest the 20-day EMA here either, around 105.5. That could easily be coming into play. 109 is the key number here. Okay, we take out 109, you get a daily candle close at 110. The next all-time high probably comes pretty soon. Realistically, that would be a breakout moment, in my opinion. You can see we've been consolidating up here, and then we blast higher. So let's see what happens here. Obviously, we're kind of stuck in the middle of nowhere right now. Wouldn't go long or short on Bitcoin at this particular level. You would either long from a retest of the 20-day EMA, perhaps a loss of the 20-day EMA, you go short if you want to feel brave, or a rejection at 109. You might want to go short, and a breakout above 109, go long. Okay. Of course, I am a bull, so I favor long situations. Shorting always feels a little bit dirty, man. Backed is going to buy $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. Now, Backed is a crypto company. they've been doing, I don't know what the hell they've been doing, to be honest, for the last few years. I feel like they lost their way. They wanted to do something, then they didn't do anything, and then I don't even know. But apparently now they're gonna do $1 billion Bitcoin buy. So now they're doing something. They're becoming a Bitcoin treasury company. Great. White House Deputy Director for Digital Assets Patrick Witt confirms at the Bitcoin Policy Summit that the U.S. is advancing a strategic Bitcoin reserve and announces a forthcoming report on interagency activities. Now, in case anybody has forgot, because I feel like most people have forgot, the United States is still going to do a strategic Bitcoin reserve. It's a pretty big deal. Pretty big deal, guys. Just going to put that out there, okay? Serious dollar collapse fear drives huge $5 trillion 2030 Bitcoin price prediction to rival NVIDIA. Microsoft says Forbes. Forbes, you are not bullish enough. I'm sorry. Sorry, Billy. Billy's been writing for Forbes for years. Shout out to Billy, man. It's a good job to have. Anyway, Billy, you're not being bullish enough, man. $5 trillion Bitcoin is only $250,000 BTC. That happens maybe later this year, maybe sometime in 2026. Okay, we're not waiting until 2030 for a $250,000 Bitcoin. Famous last words, Lark. No, but look at everything that's happening right now. Guys, come on, seriously now. Here's the thing, and I know I keep repeating it, but it's worth repeating because I feel like people keep forgetting it. The average stock market bull run, which the current one started in January 2023. We're 2.5 years into it. The average lasts about 60 to 65 months or something like that. So it's 5 years, right? So just to reach the average length, we need to get another 2.5 years of bull run. So that then would necessitate a prediction that stocks are not going to top until late 2027, December 2027, right? Something like that. Now, you're going to say, well, but the 4-year cycle and crypto is just going to have a bad year in 2026 because that's just what has to happen. Yeah, but with the increasing amount of Wall Streetification of Bitcoin, why? Why wouldn't we just follow the stock market? Doesn't it become more likely scenario that because we are in a new era, and they say, well, but they say this time is different. That's dangerous thinking. This time is not different. Bitcoin is following the path of gold post-ETF, which went on an 8-year bull run as billions and billions of dollars kept piling in. Bitcoin ETFs have been the most popular ETFs basically in history. The IBIT, the BlackRock ETF, has had the 4th most inflows of any ETF. Dude, think about all the ETFs out there, of any ETF in the last year. And it's the 5th most inflowed asset. Is that right? 5th most inflowed ETF, just IBIT, not all the ETFs, just IBIT, just BlackRock's in the last 3 years. And it's only been live for 1.5 years. Okay. Think about how crazy that is. Wall Street's here and we may follow Wall Street through its cycle. Now, can something happen? Yes, bad things can happen. Every bull market climbs a wall of worry. Sure, bad things can happen. Trump can screw the economy and everything goes to shit and the new bear market comes and 2026 is the start of the new Great Depression and it's a time of great reckoning and pain and suffering and fire and brimstone and death and destruction and everything's bad forever. Or you can realize life's an effing vibe, man. Life's electric. Screw the doomer bullshit, okay? For the most time, nothing happens, okay? Prices go up, okay? Matthew, catch you next time when you're back on the live. And here's 2018. My man, Matthew, what up, dude? Awesome. Awesome. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Good comment. Go on my rant here. Anyway, guys, we're going way higher, okay? I feel like this is not adequately bullish enough for 2030, okay? Let's see. You've been telling us not to listen to people that tell you this time is different, and now you are telling us. No, yeah, Jasper, like I just said, the danger is saying that this time is different, okay? Okay, the 4-year cycle, blah, blah, blah. Yes, okay, that was valid for a while. Here's the thing. Choose your correlation. What do you think is more compelling? That we follow a very strict, rigid 4-year halving cycle, that Bitcoin and crypto magically go into a giant bear market in 2026 just because, well, stocks rip higher for 2.5 years? It's possible. Certainly, we've had decorrelations like that before in crypto. Or is it more likely that this time is indeed not different, and that our correlation here, what we're going to be not different to, is the gold ETF? Okay, we are entering the institutionalization, maturation phase of the cryptocurrency markets, just like gold did in the early 2000s. This time is not different. It's not. But people aren't looking at the right thing. What they should be looking at is our correlation to the stock market and our correlation to the ETF launches of things like gold, because that will tell you that shit's going to pump way higher for way longer. Okay? We've grown up as an industry. Just like before gold got its ETFs, it hadn't grown up yet either. Okay? High hopes for Super and Pengo this cycle. Don't have any opinion on Super. Pengo, I think, is going to do pretty well. It's my opinion. I have a bag. Let's see what happens. Anyway, continuing. Ethereum. Joe the Lubin. Lubin it up, Joe. Joseph Lubin says Ethereum represents the next generation of the internet, next evolution of protocols. My man, get out there and represent your bags. You know, Ethereum. Thanks for responding, Jasper. Absolutely, man. Oh, back when I had the mustache and the BIOs were back in the days, man. Back in the days, I had the mustache going. It's crazy stuff. Anyway, Joseph Lubin, he makes a great front man for ETH. Vitalik is very smart, but he doesn't make a great front man for ETH. Realistically, he's just so rich and so just, I don't know, deep in groupies and stuff like that. He just doesn't care enough, I think, to get out there and represent ETH in a very eloquent like Joseph Lubin can. Now, Joseph Lubin, he is now backing SharpLink Gaming, SBET stock, which I own some of, not recommendation for you to buy by any means, but he's becoming the Michael Saylor, or wants to become the Michael Saylor of Ethereum and push this stock to the effing moon, push ETH to the moon. Okay, so he's been out there very active. Of course, he's the founder of Consensus, which is the main Ethereum development studio, guys behind MetaMask and stuff like that. Oh, MetaMask is the worst, isn't it? Anyway, Rabby Wallet. In case you're still using MetaMask, I got a wallet recommendation for you. It's called RABBY. So much better than MetaMask. Anyway, these guys want to pump Ethereum to the moon, and I'm here for it. So let's go. Let's make it happen. Invesco files S1 for Solana ETF. It's coming, guys. Solana ETFs are coming. They're not far away. Solana Treasury Company Soul Strategies announced a strategic ecosystem reserve, an initiative to invest in and support projects in the Solana ecosystem. Initial purchase of 52,000 JITO tokens. Great. Great. Yes. Let the shit coining begin. Beautiful. Look, I'm not calling JITO shitcoin, but it's just the reality is that we're going to see a lot of money flowing into a whole variety of more exotic altcoins. Okay. Lark disagrees, but I think we need rate cuts to see an altcoin season. I think rate cuts are definitely going to help altcoin season perspectives. I don't think it's a necessity. Again, look at the .com era, 94 to 2000. We had consistently high rates. Markets pumped like absolutely crazy, and things like pets.com were the equivalent of 1990s altcoins, right? So yes, we can definitely have markets go crazy during a time of higher interest rates. But I'll tell you what, if we get logical, calm interest rate cuts, not panic cuts, logical, calm, chill interest rate cuts, markets are going to effing love it. So I completely agree with that. And that when we start getting that cheaper money and the housing markets thaw up, people can start dumping their houses and buying dog coins. I don't make the rules, guys. It's just how it works. It's just how it works, guys. Lark, I've been telling my wife that if all of our crypto investments hit at least their last all-time highs, will be sweet. Nice. They'll get back there one of these days, man. Blackstone executive plus Tether co-founder launch $1 billion crypto fund to purchase Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Just another day and just another $1 billion fund launching. Now, apparently they're going to be doing this through a SPAC named M3-Brigade Acquisition V Corp. Okay, so this is going to be another publicly traded company that has truck tons of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Again, we're starting to see more and more of this. Initially, it was Bitcoin only. Now, what are we seeing? They're buying Ethereum. They're buying Solana. They're buying XRP. Those three are definitely the most popular altcoins so far. But it's the big four and then everything else, isn't it? But we're starting to see like the Solana guys, they're diversifying out and buying Solana ecosystem coins. We're seeing companies buying Hype and Fetch and other stuff. And we'll see more, okay? There's going to be so much money pouring in from corporations and institutions, publicly traded companies into the altcoin market. It's going to be absurd, okay? Again, I shared the other day with you, some guy had been meeting with companies at the Avalanche Foundation or whatever and saying, yeah, we got multiple companies who are looking to put huge amounts of money to start Avalanche treasury companies, okay? Lark, how are you from Sydney? What up? My bags are food. It won't always be the case. As long as you have good bags. I don't know what kind of bags you have. Hope you have decent bags. They won't always be hooked. Upexi's added another 56,000 Solana to his Solana treasury. Now has over 105 million bucks worth of Solana. The buys just keep coming in. Solana today, the bull flag becomes a little less compelling. Not sure it's a great narrative to run on Solana right now on the charts here. You can still say that's a bull flag, but it's getting pretty wide. Generally, when you have a pullback halfway down the flagpole, you kind of consider that that's not really a great bull flag pattern anymore. But anyway, let's watch for Solana back over the 20-day EMA. I think that's probably the critical thing right now. 146 bucks. That's where it's at, okay? Does Lark look like what's a wiggle? Does Lark look like a purple wiggle today? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I don't know what a wiggle is, but okay. All right, man. The purple shirt's pretty good, though. Bust it out every once in a while. You know, it's the holiday shirt. Let's go. Time to wear something not black and white for a few days. Anyway, man, how mispriced does Solana feel right now? Like, honestly, stock, NASDAQ's all-time highs, Coinbase all-time highs, Circle went to 10x. And Solana is still 50% under its all-time high, in spite of the fact that there's 9 ETF applications in, including from Franklin Templeton and Invesco and Fidelity, so the biggest asset managers in the world. Could be approved in the next few weeks. Wiggles like a kid's show or something. No, we don't let our kids watch TV. So that's why I don't know what the hell the Wiggles are. Biggest kids entertainment. Oh, is it like those ways? I don't know. Is it like these big blob things with funny things in their heads? I don't really remember. Anyway, but we don't let our kids watch TV. So no screen time. No screen time for the kids. Once in a while, they can listen to audiobooks. That's about as good as they get. So yes, I don't know what the wiggle stuff is, but we do have kids. Anyway, let's continue. Solana retakes 20-day EMA. I'm just genuinely surprised. I mean, I'm not really, I guess, that surprised, but still, it's interesting to note that Solana's performing relatively so weakly when it has the damn ETFs coming up, man, and all these treasury companies buying. That's mispriced. That's not going to last forever. Say, guys, what did I say about Say yesterday? Ha, 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 ha. No, but seriously. Interesting that we were talking yesterday. If you want to buy some Say, you know, everyone wanted to buy it up here. I said, don't buy it up here, guys. Don't buy it up here. I said, wait. You know, it's a nasty daily candle forming up right here around 30 cents. You know, I know the desire, like, hey, let's go in and go all, yeah, giant pumps. Let's buy. Wait for the retest. We got the retest. That 200-day EMA, 26 cents. It did wick a little bit under there. But if you bought at 26 cents, you're probably a pretty happy camper now. So we're back with 29 cents. So let's see how it goes. But hey, Say has definitely been doing pretty well. If that ends up, if they can maintain momentum, and we actually just had a successful 200-day EMA retest, then bullish on Say, man. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Finally, we're getting some more coins that are having good breakouts here with EMAs starting to head back in the right direction and stuff. So let's see how we go. But it's an encouraging first sign. Let's say that. Aptos even trying to do something today. Currently, looks like the daily candle is going to close not so pretty. We still have 13 hours for that daily candle to close. You can see right here we have this downtrend line now, 3 good touch points. Price currently over the 50-day EMA, so that's encouraging. However, if this wick closes like this, let me just zoom in there for you so you guys can see a little better. If this wick ends up closing like this, That doesn't look too great, does it? So that's the downtrend line right here. That's what you're going to break out above. This would be a false breakout, slammed right back down. We have 13 hours for this to close. So if we can get at least sort of half of this wick recovered, that then probably becomes a pretty interesting situation in terms of like, you know what, maybe there's a real breakout there. Okay. Parents used to tell us, get out of the house and don't come back in till dinner. Yeah, try to get our kids to do real world stuff. It's too hot right now out in Dubai for the kids to play outside at this time of year. But definitely up until May, the kids are playing outside every night. So trying to make that a reality for them. You know, it's a little easier back in New Zealand. We have more nature around and stuff like that. But hopefully over the summer, they'll get some good old fashioned dirty play in. Yeah. Gatorade was what came out of the water hose. Litecoin continues to be pretty interesting, in my opinion. Now, look, if we start breaking down too much here, then that's a different story. So far, so good. This is a nice looking bull flag for Litecoin coming right into the 20-day EMA. So it's not, there's no trade here yet for Litecoin. You need to get it over the 20-day EMA. So let's say an entry around like $86 or like 85, 80 or something like that. Let's say $86. Something like that would be saying, okay, bull flag breakout and 20-day EMA break. And again, the price target on this is 79 to 85, about $6 breakout here. So from about 86 up to sort of the lower 90s. So probably a breakout from here up until about the 200-day EMA becomes logical, assuming we get the breakout. And again, it's one of those funny little things right now where good stuff's happening. Stock market's pumping, crypto, not so much. Are you a Pulse Chain fan? No. I cannot believe you guys gave Richard Hart $1 billion to fork Ethereum. Shit's fucking crazy out here in crypto. Like, you thought block one was egregious. At least they built their own blockchain. Jeez. Litecoin been off that train for a while. Yeah, I'm not holding a spot Litecoin. I'm watching it for a trade for that breakout. But yeah. Lark, we all fitting to be rich, man. Let's go. Let's go. Have you had a chance to check out Virtual's protocol and base? Yeah, I mean, we can look at the chart if you want. I have been playing around with virtuals. I got a little bit of virtuals, not like a huge amount, but a little bit of virtuals that I've been using for playing around. Okay. Currently, it's on a bit of a pullback. Unsurprising. Had a beautiful run, though. Trying to defend the 200-day EMA right here. Hopefully, it's successful, but we've got the shorter time frame EMA is now acting as some pretty solid resistance here. You see the initial loss here. Failed breakout back above the 20-day there. Rejection here. Rejection at the 20, rejection at the 50, rejection again at the 50. Not looking fantastic for virtuals chart-wise, and especially if it loses the 200-day. If it keeps defending the 200-day, then we're okay. Anyway, virtuals ecosystem's been absolutely on a tear, I think, more broadly. And you have all these cool new AI agents launching and making big money and stuff like that. So it's been a fun ecosystem to be doing something. It's nice to see somebody doing something in crypto that's not just total grifting and scamming. Anyway, one to keep an eye on is the dirty stinky hippo coin, by the way. I think there's no trade here yet, by the way. Just FYI, there's no trade currently. Okay, you need to see a little volume pickup. Volume's absolutely dead on this thing right now. But the chart does look very interesting. We have two nice touch points on this downtrend so far. Price trending right next to it currently. Okay, we are a couple days away from potential MACD bullish crossover. Okay, so if you see this downtrend line break, that's probably a chance to go long on the stinky baby hippo coin. Okay, okay. There we go. Gosh darn, 3 minutes. I have an answer for you guys. A few guys' questions we're going through. Time flies when you're having fun. I tell you, man. I tell you. Okay, get your red light hats on, everybody. Can't send your kids outside here. Mosquitoes will carry them off. Ugh, mosquitoes the worst. Will ever rise out of the ashes? I don't know, man. I feel like there's better risk reward plays out there if you're really into real world assets. Like, why not look into what Maple Finance is doing? Look into what Plume's doing. Look what Ondo Finance is doing. Stuff like that. I mean, there's been some bullshit over at Mantra DAO. I don't know if it's one of those, you know, can they recover? Sure. Will they? I don't know. There's probably more honest projects with better risk reward scenarios out there comparatively. Just put it out there like that. I did the first time deposit yesterday of 416 using link, but I have not seen the bonus 20% yet. Does it take some time? It might take about a day, but put your user ID in the chat here, and I'll pass it on to my team, and they'll have a check into it, or my contact at Bitunix, they'll have a check into it. If Bitcoin is broken the 4-year cycle, how do you see the top 100 altcoins behaving over the next 4 years? Oh, I think we're going to see really very much a consolidation of winners. You know, think about the stock market. It's an interesting parallel. I mean, there's a small group of stocks that just win and win and win. And there's a vast majority of stocks that just do nothing. They have terrible performance, and they really aren't very exciting to invest in and don't really do anything, right? So the top 100 alts right now is a pretty mixed bag. Let's be honest. Maybe 50 of them are basically crap, and of the other 50, some questionable things in there. Oh, Cardano. Anyway, look, some of them are going to perform really, really well. Things like Solana, which has proven itself to be a market leader, is going to go on to do extremely well in that scenario. I remember, who were the guys that put out the $3,000 price prediction for Solana by 2030? I could see that happening in that scenario, right? Think about this. If you think that Ethereum right now is worth $300 billion, then why shouldn't Ethereum or Solana be worth $300 billion? And if you think that Ethereum is worth $10,000 per coin, that's $1 trillion market cap, then why is Solana not worth $1 trillion at some point? That's about $3,000, $4,000 Solana, by the way. Is it summer now in Dubai? Yes. Yes, it is. Very hot. And yes, hopefully, that's one of the great parts about being on the road, is eating other things. Lark, crypto didn't work. I'm going to go work in Bahamas. Should I check my alts in 5 years? Just enjoy my life. My portfolio never went down from what I invested in the first. It's interesting. No. That's the problem with altcoins. There's very few of them that I would say, yeah, hold on to for 5 years. I mean, look at how things have changed. And back in 2017, you'd be like, all right, man, I'm going to buy Neo and Nem and Icon, WAN chain. You're going to hold them all for 5 years, man. These are going to be the biggest things ever. I got the next Googles here. You check back in 5 years, your money's basically at zero. It's very problematic. We're in a new industry, and the winners of that new industry are still being made. Now, would I bet on holding Solana or Ethereum for 5 years? Sure. Is there much beyond those that I'd feel confident holding on to for 5 years? No, really isn't. It's all just short-term trades, isn't it? And some of the infrastructure plays and stuff are starting to do really well, and they're getting more and more established, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But man, it's getting rough, man. It is getting real rough out there with the altcoin scene, especially when stocks have been doing so well. Bring back, oh, don't worry. Don't worry, the clickbait's not going anywhere, man. Sometimes I don't even know it's clickbait. I made a video about, will this chart pattern send Bitcoin $150,000, talking about the inverse head and shoulders. Clickbait! Like, that's exactly what we talked about. I don't even know what clickbait is anymore, apparently. I have no idea, man. All in on Arscoin. It's a big one. Well, you know what they say about arse coins. Everyone's got one, but some of them stink more than others. Lark, will we still have altcoin season if Bitcoin dominance doesn't drop? I don't think it will ever drop again since institutional money is in. Look at all the stories we've been covering. Now, maybe altcoin season looks different this time, and I think you need to maybe readjust your brain a little bit and not assume that every coin is going to pump gigantically, okay? Maybe we'll get to that season anyway. But look at the coins that are being bought by treasury companies, things like Hype, Solana, XRP. These things are going to continue to do well, right? Solana from here is 6-7x up to $1,000, right? That's not bad, is it? 6x on Solana. But at some point, Bitcoin dominance will falter to some extent. But certainly, it's been a wild cycle, and in a way, a news cycle. Again, we can bring in that gold ETF parallel where gold absorbed all this money, right? And gold surged up to be worth $25 trillion, whatever it's worth nowadays. Lark, no hate for our favorite meme coin, ADA. We love Cardano, guys. Don't worry, we love Cardano. It's the best cult coin out there. I don't know. XRP though, man, those guys are like the level of hardcoreness of the XRP army. It's definitely up there. Can you explain why? Oh my gosh, I gotta do it. Okay, we're not gonna go very in depth in this, but Cardano is, in my opinion, now again, it's a cult coin, so it's hard to put a real value on a cult coin that makes sense. Okay, and that's not a bad thing when I say it's a cult coin. It means there's a diehard community of absolute believers who have taken the ADA pill and they're good to go. But if you look at the actual on-chain metrics of Cardano, it's shocking. Absolutely shocking. The number of daily addresses being used. We're just gonna have to bring it up, aren't we? You know, you guys are always baiting me into trashing on Cardano. I'm not really trashing on Cardano. I'm just talking about facts, but people don't like facts, so ends up kind of turning into being perceived as Cardano hate. But I don't hate Cardano. I'm a big Cardano fan. I like Charles. I like what they're trying to achieve over at Cardano. Like, it's all great stuff, but these metrics are not great. Here we go. Check us out. Total value locked, $430 million. Well, it's good. It's up. It's up recently. There's a little more money coming on chain. Stablecoin market cap, $31 million. Like, you got to compare that to like, say, Sui, Aptos, which are all like $1 billion. Solana is like 15 billion or something, 20 billion. Like, $30 million for a $30 billion market cap coin is shocking. Absolutely shockingly bad. Like, I cannot believe it. DEX volume, $2 million. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Perps DEX, I didn't know it was Perps DEX over there, but they're only doing $2.6 million in volume. Active addresses in the last 24 hours, 20,000. 20,000 active addresses, okay? Do you have any idea how utterly terrible that is as a metric? That's just crazy, man. Let's compare Solana by comparison. Solana, $10 billion in stable coins, $8.2 billion TVL. Total active addresses in the last 24 hours, 2.9 million. DEX volume, 1.6 billion. Perps DEX volume, $500 million. Okay. Now, I want to say my reaction ramp. Bring coin market cap real quick. Because again, this is my thoughts on Cardano here. Is that Cardano? Where is it at here? It's number 10, and it's worth $20 billion. So tell me why Cardano is worth 25% of Solana. Do the metrics look like 25% of Solana's? They look like 1/100th of Solana's. And then if you look at stuff like Sui, Avalanche, Aptos is only $3 billion. Say is only $1.6 billion. If you look at all those things, every single one of those chains has dramatically better metrics than Cardano. Cardano trades as if it were a meme coin because it's a cult coin. No, Chris, I will not. My hair is going to fall up between here when I get back. Middle East summer is nasty. You know, it's not actually that bad. It's just hot. It's fine, but just the reality is you just can't do that much outside. I don't know. I feel like some people get pretty excited about the like, oh no, the heat's so bad. Like, it's fine. It's fine. One or two more here, guys. We're gonna finish up for today. Dog listing on credit. Congratulations to the Dog to the Moon community. You guys are awesome. Congratulations. How far out are we from Bitcoin reaching gold's market cap, if at all? It'll happen. I don't know when. Sometime in the 2030s, maybe. Got to remember, there's no new gold. There's no new Bitcoin deposits to be found anywhere. You know, Uganda's not going to come out tomorrow and say, we found $1 trillion in gold. It's not going to happen like that. There's only so much Bitcoin, guys. There's only so much Bitcoin. See you in 2 months, champ. Enjoy the halls. Hopefully you're back greener pastures. Well, we'll still be posting videos, guys, but like I said, we won't be doing any live streams during that time. Cardano is the less retarded version of Pulse Chain. Brutal. Wouldn't be a live stream without ADA roasting. We got to do it, man. But the beard stays on, Charles. You know we love you, man. Get some stable coins in your damn chain. What's going on? Holy cow. No wonder Charles is losing his mind. Pretty much nailed the ADA caveat speech. I don't have to be convinced about XRP anymore. I see what's happened. I'm just happy I had some before getting priced out. Good job, man. XRP is doing really good. You know, this is the thing, is the thing that kept XRP going all these years was the cult behind it. And again, people say cult, like, oh, it's you want to have a cult following for your coin. Bitcoin's the biggest cult. Ethereum's the second biggest cult. Okay, these things have incredible market caps for a reason. Okay, because you have a group of intense believers in their mission and their coins and all that kind of stuff. XRP, though, man, I got to give it credit. They've been doing some great stuff recently, from RLUSD to the big partnerships, big acquisitions they've been making, doing all the right stuff. Love or hate XRP, you got to recognize the fact that they've been killing execution recently. So will that be enough to tip the scale for XRP? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. XRP to $10 this cycle doesn't sound that crazy to me. Guys, you're awesome. I'll see you back for the next live streams. Might be 2 months from now, but we'll still be doing videos. We'll still be doing uploads. Hope to see you there. Thank you very much, and peace out till next time.